Hey everybody, a message here for someone that needs to make a decision or a move and their mind is running amok. So our first card is Knight of Wands reversed. Scattered energy. Or we're going from excuse me, like polar opposites, like go 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 and then completely gonna lay on the couch all day. Just all over the place. Next card is the Knight of Pentacles reversed, procrastination. This goes in line with our, not making a decision, indecisive. What do we want to do? What is this pertaining to? Next card is Nine of Swords. It's probably creating a lot of anxiety, fear, worry. If we have guilt, maybe we want to come clean about something. Or these thoughts are from the past and we're carrying something still that we have yet to release. In the very beginning, before I pulled any cards, when I was connecting, I was taken to, I don't know if I want to call it a temple, but it was kind of like a temple, and uh, Morocco came through. But what was really important, like when I was walking in, like the mosaics, like the tile work all over the place was very beautiful. It was very clean. And when I walked in, there was a copper bowl there, pretty large basin with water and herbs and flowers in it. And I washed my hands and my face. And then there was a very clean white towel there that I dried myself with. And in there, it felt very holy, if you will, spiritual, religious. It was very uh, energetically clean, if you will. And there was a lot of uh, herbs and flowers. It was a very beautiful space. And I walked a little bit further and came to, I believe it's called an arbitrarium. Uh, like an indoor outdoor garden that was very beautiful, and there was a lot of birds, and they were very beautiful as well. And their noises, made it very. It was very energetically clean and an inviting environment. I mean, I wanted to be there. And the big message here, another, I missed one part here. The arbitrarium, like a slight definition, could also be art and decision. So a place to, experience art, nature, or create art. It also goes with mosaics. But decision, and what really came through at the end was healthy living, needing to cleanse. And if we have, all of these indecisions and thoughts creating this mental discord or, disruption, going to a place, or maybe our home is a mess and we're just continuously going through the patterns with no movement. We're just going through the motions. Maybe we need to change something. Cleansing ourselves to a place that like when I was in there, I felt very pure, like very clean, pure. And there was no introducing thoughts or anything. And by doing so, whatever that may look like us in our life, uh, cleaning everything out, whether through meditation or however you go about this, or maybe it's something you should start. When we go in with that intention, it shall be. It doesn't have to be super crazy experience to clear our energy. It's we're going with the mindset that what I'm doing right now is going to clear my energy, take me to a stable mindset to receive insight or to make a decision. And if we're just going off our emotions, there's a push and pull there that if we're working out of a wound, our emotion won't be so true. It's true for the most of our life that we have experienced it, of course, and there's nothing wrong with that. I'm not saying there's anything wrong with having a wound and working out of it. We all do, and we all will. But sometimes we can be reckless with those decisions. The other two cards that came through was the Emperor, discipline, structure and boundaries. Maybe we need to adapt spiritual hygiene as a structure, or maybe we need structure in our life, which is having a clean environment, to have our mind clean. Anything that's in our environment we will experience in the inside, but it's also seen as from the inside out. So if it's a mess in here, it'll be a mess outside. If we can't really get a hold of that right now, try to control the outside a bit by cleaning up to make us feel clean inside. It can also be a way to navigate that. Looking at boundaries, maybe, on our one card of, possibly carrying guilt, maybe you put up boundaries and now you feel guilty, or this person's making you feel guilty. And it's like this push and pull. Like, I'm trying to respect myself and this person's not respecting me by having me take down my boundary, and I feel guilty for X, Y, or Z with them. It's very possible. I've lived that. Our last card is Queen of Cups, emotional wisdom. This could also be intuition. By cleaning ourselves, hygienically, our space and spiritually, it does open a space for our intuition to be true. Sometimes when things come through, we don't want to hear it. Obviously, like if we're watching messages online, we want to hear what we want to hear. And the truth is the truth. We can't change that, and sometimes it's uncomfortable, and we don't like to hear it. If we're at fault or somebody else is at fault, and we don't want them to be at fault, we want them to be a good person, however you may look at it. Or maybe it's us, and we're a bad person, or we made a mistake that makes us feel like a bad person, Okay, I did that. I'm going to accept that. Did I learn my lesson? I don't know. We'll find out. But I don't want to be that person, so I'm going to make a change. There's a lot of different ways we can look at this. But what I've experienced when I was viewing this all was cleansing ourselves is necessary to get the right decision, of course. If we have all these intruding thoughts that aren't true, but we're having an emotion to them, how could we make a fair decision? Are we seeing everything? Probably not, because we're just seeing what we're feeling right now. And by going through this process, we will see the truth. We will make the right decision, which, to be honest, there really is no right or wrong decision. It's just a detour if we look at it that way. And again, you don't have to do anything crazy. Whatever your intention is when you're going through this process of I'm clearing my energy, clearing my mind, that shall be enough. You don't have to go. There's hundreds of different ways of doing things. Everybody's got their own opinion, and that works for them. Find something that works for you, and it doesn't have to take 30 seconds. But with that, I think I'll leave it there, and I wish you the best. Take care.